What's up, everyone? I'm Vinny Paracelli, and welcome to our first installment of Today in the NA. Each week, we will bring you the latest news, highlights, and commitments from the North American Hockey League. Last year, the League of Opportunity saw a record-breaking 305 NCAA commitments. As of this taping, 90 players have made NCAA commitments this season, and we're sure to see that number increase as the year goes on. Let's take a look at some of the recent NCAA commits in the NHL. Shreveport defenseman Jack Clement has committed to play Division I hockey at the University of Nebraska-Omaha. The native of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, is in his first year of junior hockey and has made an immediate impact, recording 8 points, 4 goals, and 4 assists in 12 games this season. Tyrone Bronte of the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights has committed to Bemidji State University. The forward from Melbourne, Australia, has 12 points, 5 goals, and 7 assists in 13 games this season. Bronte was an NAPHL All-Star a year ago before signing a tender with the Knights. A great example of the ladder of development. Another NAPHL to NAHL success story, TJ Polgaze played 3 seasons in the NAPHL before making it to the NA. The Janesville Jets forward will be playing Division I hockey at Michigan Tech University. Polgaze has 10 assists through 16 games this season in the NAHL and has 22 points in 58 career games. Defenseman Tanner Vesio of the Bismarck Bobcats has made a commitment to Northern Michigan University. Vesio has a goal and 3 assists through 17 games this season. This is his second full season in the NA. He has 3 goals and 10 assists in 64 career games. Cooley Region defenseman Brandon Koch will be attending the Air Force Academy. The Hastings, Minnesota native is in his first season of junior hockey and has a goal and 13 assists in 11 games played coming into the weekend. He leads the Cooley Region Chill in points. Our last commitment on the show is Colin Bielek. The captain of the Northeast Generals has committed to playing hockey at Army West Point in 2018-19. In 60 games last season, Bielek scored 18 goals and had 22 assists, good for 40 points. So far this year, he's tied for the league lead in points at 24 as he has 10 goals and 14 assists in 22 games. Let's get to some highlights from this past weekend in the NAHL. We only saw 2 games go to extra time as the Cooley Region Chill outlasted the Brookings Blizzard 5-4 in a shootout. Nick Bowman scored the game-deciding goal for the Chill. On Saturday, we saw the Kenai River Brown Bears defeat the Fairbanks Ice Dogs in overtime 2-1. Gabriel Wall scored the game-winning goal for Kenai River as they split that series with Fairbanks. Coming up this weekend in the NAHL, Aberdeen and Brookings will face off in a home-and-home series, and when it's all over, we could have a new leader of the Central Division. We've also got the Battle of Minnesota going on this weekend as the Wilderness come to Richfield to take on the Magicians. The Wilderness are coming off a split with Springfield, while the Magicians come into town after splitting with Janesville last weekend. In the Central Division, the Brookings Blizzard are clinging on to first place as they are just 1 point ahead of Aberdeen and Bismarck coming into the weekend. Like we just mentioned, the Wings and Blizzard will be playing a home-and-home starting tonight. We'll now go to the East, and is there really a bigger story so far this season than the emergence of the Northeast Generals? 4 wins a season ago, and so far this year they've got 14 wins and a 1-point lead in the East Division. The Knights just swept a 3-game series in Northeast to get right on the heels of the Gens. Philadelphia is 4 points back after starting the season 11-0. In the Midwest, the Janesville Jets hold a 2-point lead over the Minnesota Magicians. The Ice Dogs right behind them in third with 21 points. Springfield at the moment occupies the final playoff spot with 18 points. Finally, in the South, the Mudbugs and Brahmas are tied for first place coming into this weekend's action. The Amarillo Bulls sit in third with 19 points, while the Jackalopes are currently holding down the final playoff spot in the South. They have 18 points on the year. Before we go, the NAHL has announced that the Robertson Cup Championship Tournament will take place at Fogarty Arena in Blaine, Minnesota from May 10th to May 13th. Full information on the Robertson Cup can be found at our website at nahl.com. That's going to do it for us on our first edition of Today in the NA. Be sure to join us every week as we update the NAHL commits, standings, and much more. For scores, standings, and more info, download the NAHL app, like the North American Hockey League on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at NAHL Hockey. That'll do it for us here. My name is Vinny Paracelli. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.